tired of waiting for your domestic hot water to reach your faucet? Well, wait no more. Having basically instantaneous hot water is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. Why else would we not want to have hot water to our faucets, our showers, our tubs? Why does my phone ring when I don't want it to ring? Interesting. They've been making these hot water recirculating loops for, I don't know, probably about 15, 20 plus years now. And a lot of people think that, oh, it's a waste of money. Think about it. You need hot water. You're the furthest from the source of hot water. Let's say your master bathroom. The piping could be 100 plus feet away, right? So you turn on the hot water faucet. Now that water that you're paying to heat and that water that you're paying for, right, is now traveling through piping. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes later, it finally gets hot to where you can like wash your face off in the morning when you get all the cocky off your face. You know what I mean? So you're paying for water to come into your home, you're paying to heat it, and then you're paying for it to travel to that faucet. There's a lot of waste of money there. If you're going to waste money, save money with Watts. Check out this Watts hot water recirculating system. We're going to install it in less than an hour, and we're going to make this guy's family a little more happier, especially the wife. Because you know what they say, a happy wife, happy life. So my existing residential client bought this hot water recirculating system on Amazon. It's about $300. You could scan there to learn more, but I'll put a link in the description box down below. And if you want to buy anything on Amazon, use that link because I'll make like a couple cents when you buy something. So if you buy this model 500, 800, it's pretty cool. It's literally going to take us a shorter amount of time to put it in than it took to get here. Seriously, watch this. Here is the motor or the circulator pump itself. Now, this is not a cast iron circulator like you see one of these, right? Which these you can't have on this because that has cast iron. It's not designed for potable water. This is designed for potable water. So it even has a timer right there. You can turn it on or off. You can leave it on all the time. You can set it for times, what have you. We added a 3/4 inch press by female adapter on the outlet side and a 3/4 press by male adapter on the inlet side. This is going to go right there. See that? Easy peasy. Now, if you don't have a press machine like we do, and you're a DIY guy, you can get a shark bite, you can. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can get a shark bite fitting. You can also solder this on. You can also get probably a compression union that they make where a little nut and ferrule goes over the pipe. You tighten up with a couple wrenches like that, and you make it nice and tight, and you're good to go. But we're going to install this on this domestic hot water outlet pipe. Don't mind this. This is a thermostatic mixing valve, which allows us to maximize the rated hot water gallons an hour that this tank can produce. Because this tank could be set for 180 degrees, yet we will temper down this water, domestic water, leaving to an anti-scald temperature, usually around 115, 120 degrees. So we cut this pipe here. Note to self, have bucket nearby. So now that pipe is cut, okay, and we're going to do one step that you don't really see much any plumbers do, and we're going to deburr the pipe. I got this cool little deburring tool, and what it does, it takes out that little sharp lip. Oh man, what's up with this cocky? Oh my God, your water is disgusting. You bathe in this? Oh my God. Like they put your finger in the dike. Oh, man, that's nasty. You should look into a water filtration solution for your home.
Okay.
So right now we're deburring the pipe, and what that's doing is taking out that little lip that's there. And when you don't take that out, you create turbulence. You know what? I'm going to be a smart plumber. Watch this. I could go like this and let the pieces drop inside the pipe, but you know what? Since this is on YouTube, I really got to show off. not lose the washer. But let me show you what we're going to do. I don't know where it went. I wanted to show you guys, but now that little lip or that burr is deburred. When you don't take out the deburredness of the pipe once you cut it, you risk increasing turbulence. Well, you are increasing the turbulence as water flows through the pipe. And as that hits that burr, that water is going to spin around in there and it can start to accelerate the wear and tear inside of the pipe. Here is our circulator, already pre-tightened with our male and female adapter. Our direction of flow is up. And we're going to put this right there. We're going to take a little mark. That's going to go there. We'll put my finger right there. Right there. And now I'm going to use my tubing cutter to cut that. And guess what? We're going to have another pipe to deburr. Only on Mikey Pipes. Show me another YouTube plumber that does that. Here we go.
Oh, I see it.
There's that little piece. Look at that. This is what I wanted to show you. That. Okay. We'll take our motor. There are some guys that like to take a little Sharpie there to mark the depth of the pipe. When you've been doing this enough times as I have, you can feel how deep it goes. But because this is YouTube, we would like to show. Because if I don't show it, people get mad. So I'm going to take my little Sharpie. Matches the blue Watts color. Right there. And right there. Now, do you think it was deep enough? Let me show you. That was pretty deep. Some guys will think, oh, it's all the way in. Nope, now it is. Over here. There that is. A good inch. Voila. Now, let's get our press machine, which is right here. This is the Milwaukee M12 Force Logic. That's you. It's not me. And now, let's just tighten up our union here that I loosened to remove that pipe and deburr it. Oh, we have a little spinning action going there. Let's see if we can spin it back a little bit. Let's see, can I spin it back? Yeah, I should be able to. Nice and tight. Now let's slowly open up our water valve, which doesn't want to turn too freely. So I don't suggest using a wrench on a valve, but helps give us a little extra on it. I don't see any leaks. Thank God. Now the other one was partially closed, and that's just for customer's preference. And there you have it. Step one is complete. All right, we are at the furthest fixture in the home. This is the master bedroom, bathroom vanity. See, there's the sink. And we have two speedy valves underneath. Emergency shut-off valves for the domestic hot and domestic cold. We're gonna make sure both of those are closed. And we're gonna open up the faucet and make sure that the valves actually work. If they don't work, stop. Do not loosen those. Do not take the supply hoses off the valves because you will have water. You should consult with a plumber and or shut off the main water valve to proceed. Oh, pink, my favorite color. There we go. Okay. Now, let's take off. Yeah.
Alright, so I put that outlet there, right? I don't know if you noticed the other one that they have, there's a pump that they have that you plug in underneath there.
You can also do that as well.
Yeah. They feel like that thing works.
Yeah, well, hopefully this one does. Alright, so I already removed the hot water supply line off of this speedy valve. And now there's the cold. Okay, we're gonna get some residual water there. That's normal and expected. Let's just soak up whatever water's there so it doesn't destroy the cabinet. Bring that out. And dry it up. Okay, you see this thing? We're gonna install this thing. So this side's gonna go on hot, that side's gonna go on cold. Easy peasy. To be a little bit of a magician to get that one on. All right, not too shabby. It's installed, nothing is kinked, and make sure to note that your hot water side is the hot water side and your cold is the cold, otherwise it's not going to work. And they give you some screws in the box if you want to screw that to the inside of the cabinet, but it just looks better and is more functional right where it's resting right now with no kinks in the line. Let's carefully turn on the hot water line, purging out the air of the faucet. We're going to fully open that and then back it out a little bit. We're going to clean up any water residue, and then we'll come back in a little bit and make sure there's no water drips on the inside of this cabinet. Okay. Excellent. All right, we ran the wire from a hole in the wall. Keeping it real. You know, real life situations. You don't have outlets in boiler rooms. Not this one at least. Well, there's one way over there, but. All right, the timer. Oh, I stepped in the water. I knew I should have brought my shoes down here. Timer off. And I feel it getting warm. All right, now we're going to make sure that the sensor valve is operating properly. Let's close our cold water supply valve. And we're going to open up the cold water faucet above and make sure that we have water there, hot water. Okay. Let's wait for hot water. So the water should flow slowly from the faucet until hot water reaches the valve, and the flow should gradually decrease until no water is coming from the faucet, at which time the sensor valve is closed. Still cold. And here comes some air, so that may be hot water finally arriving almost a minute later. We are slowly getting warm. slightly warmer. I would say it's around 75 degrees, 80 degrees, and climbing. Getting warmer, now close to 80, 85. Slightly warmer, but lukewarm. $85-degree water, if that. Wow, 2 minutes. It's crazy. Let's see, hold on. Let's open up the hot water, which is cold. And now it's warm, it's the same temperature as the cold tap was. This water is cold. Lukewarm at best. Well, homeowner said it takes a minimum 2 minutes before the water gets hot here. Let's go back to the cold tap. Essentially, it's the same as the hot, but we are pushing water through that sensor valve that we installed under the sink, and it's lukewarm at best right now. This is just sad. This is really sad. All right. Now you're gonna see what temperature this water is. That's pathetic. That's hot water, huh? Wow. Sometimes it's a basic necessity to have hot water. We're at 76 degrees. And just to show you, there's the hot water. The same. Wow. That's crazy. Looks like we got a mixing valve issue. So now that the domestic cold water is closed off, we are 100 degrees and climbing here. It's hot. I can feel it. It's hot there. All right, let's go back to the master bedroom bathroom and see what we got there. I also raised up the temperature up to 150. All right. Back here. And let's monitor the temperature. Using a thermocouple on my Fluke 902 FC meter. There'll be a link in the description box down below if you want to buy this on Amazon. Every HVAC tech should have this HVAC clamp meter. All right, I'm going to let this sit for a minute and see what we get up to here. Still at 75 degrees. Decreasing in temperature, actually. And that may be because the piping is not insulated, and it is traveling probably about 120, maybe 100 feet of pipe from the source of hot water on the opposite side of the house in the basement. Let's see, we should probably gradually be going up shortly. 73.9, 74, 74.1. All right, so we are going up in temperature. There we go. 75 degrees. 76. 77. 78, 79, 80. And the temperature got about 90 degrees, 95 degrees, and it's slowly stopping. That sensor valve is operating properly. There we go. So after the sensor valve is working properly, let's reopen the cold stop below and then check for leaks over the next 24 hours.